So, I'm kind of easily influenced.
Huh.
Fucking... I've been a weird mess of games I've been playing recently. As I I mentioned in past videos, I played a lot of XCOM 2 recently, beat the game with the I Lamau mod. And somewhere along the line, it got in my head that I should make my own version. So here we are, I'm starting to mod Darkest Dungeon for humor, which is tenuous because I'm not really funny. And as people on YouTube and the Something Awful thread voted, we're gonna be fighting the hag first.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Exactly where I always want to go.
Yes, I love eating fine cooking from crazy forest women in the forest.
So what team are you bringing?
So yeah, I don't know. It's been a month.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Oh, it was a nice rest too. Not gonna lie.
Oh, don't bring a leper.
I'm not gonna bring a leper. I believe I swap him out afterwards. I bring someone actually probably worse for the job, but my logic here is I'm trying to make a team that can attack from that could attack rank 3 from effectively any rank.
Right.
And B, people with a decent amount of HP.
Okay.
Which is why I brought a grave robber.
Naturally. Can a man-at-arms hit rank 3?
Yeah, his basic attack hits rank 3.
Oh.
And I believe he could attack from rank 1 to 3 as well. Trying to figure out which Vestal I want to take, because I'm doing this weird little pirouette of trying to keep a Vestal in each effective level?
I mean, you could just do healerless runs, let your team catch up to your bounty of Vestals.
Nah, that sounds silly.
I mean, sounds reasonable, but whatever.
God, the thing about this is that this first run is going to be a little clumsy because, as we mentioned, we haven't recorded for a month, so I'm playing after, like, resting for a month, and I don't remember anything. And we're actually going to see a consequence of that later on.
Oh my. Is someone finally gonna fucking die?
Maybe.
Oh, I can't wait.
The big issue, like... So, an interesting thing, I played this game a lot during early access, back when the Jester wasn't good. 200 of my 230 hours is from early access, so when the thread kindly pointed out and said, yeah, the Jester's attack damage is not 50% extra, it's 150% extra. Wow, that is a staggering amount of wrong I was. And now I don't know how to build a Jester.
Yeah, I was kind of in the same position of not really using the Jesters due to how bad they were early access. So I didn't even know that.
It leaves an imprint, I will say that.
Yeah.
Like when you're me and you've basically burned yourself out early on, and then after effectively an anime time skip, you come back and everything is different. It's kind of shocking.
Anime time skip. Okay.
Yeah, you know how like when Gohan effectively went from like an 8-year-old to a teenager?
Oh boy, do I.
What other good examples are there? There's the Gurren Lagann time skip where it went from, hey, we saved the world, to now we're an unstoppable civilization.
Okay.
Anime is weird. Also, I do something really weird here. I buy Shadow Step with the express purpose of using it to get my bounty hunter away. I never equip it.
Shadow Step, or the Shadow Fade, whatever it's called, is actually a really useful stun.
It's a good stun, very powerful, gets your grave robber out of harm's way, putting her in range for lunge. I just never use it, mainly because
Yeah.
it moves her back 2, which tends to throw my formation for a real loop. Especially when I run, like, healer support or double heals.
Okay.
Like, right now I'm running healer and support with the Jester. Also, for Holy Waters, because I wanted to experiment with something.
Oh,
I had
fuck.
collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study.
What?
My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted
I'm
on
happy with
repeated
what you
calls
just
to the
did.
house.
Yeah. About that. You know how I said you're... you know how I messaged you like a week or two ago and said I hope you're fucking proud, Chitlin?
I am.
Malevolent.
So, not only is this a hag run, one of the hardest bosses in Darkest Dungeon, this is an impromptu dark
Curious is
run.
the trap maker's art.
At least snuff your torch.
Efficacy unwitnessed
I
by his own
didn't
eyes.
have the foresight to do that.
Oh, come on.
I know, I'm a little...
That's
It's,
the one thing you do.
it's a bit disingenuous, I'll give you that, but I think it was just me surrendering like...
You just realized you make torches.
Yeah. So about there, I'm just like, okay, let's do this. I'm a little surprised she didn't get a disease
Finding the
there.
stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Pretty. It's pretty, like, pretty much a coin flip whether you get anything negative out of those.
So someone's gonna have to help me out here since I don't know culture. How do you spell Cujo from the famous horror movie?
Kujo.
Okay, because I saw people spelling it with an H at the end and I was very confused.
Destroyed.
The original book and the movie both spelled it Kujo.
Yeah. Now the big thing I'm a little disappointed in my mod is that hero attacks don't show up like enemy attacks do, and I had a lot of very like goofy names for hero attacks.
Cleansed from
Like
all
Man at Arms is 80% Zap Brannigan quotes.
As it should be.
executed with
The
impunity.
Grave Robber's knife throw is basically a nice knife from Revengeance. Though I'm really proud of the resist status effects. Someone on this, I did a dev stream for the mod, and someone just said for every status effect resistance, you should just say nah. And that went a lot funnier than I thought it would be.
God.
Outskilled. I also have one for
On, fiend.
Correct. Wow.
Yep. Crit is. Oh, this is good.
Oh, nice.
Trifling victory.
I thought you couldn't get these unless it was like champion dungeon or fucking darkest difficulty tiers. This is, in my opinion, the best attack damage accessory in the game, bar none. It's only 15 damage, which doesn't seem like much, but it also gives you 2 speed at the low cost of only 10% extra stress damage. So effectively, it has no side effects.
Yeah. But yeah, you can get those music box trinkets basically anytime you fight a madman. So
Really? So that's what caused it.
yes, they are the ones that the only way you could get those trinkets.
I only ever got those once, and that's from a unique quest near the end of the game from a curio. I've never gotten anything from a madman.
Okay.
Like, that's the second time I've ever gotten that accessory. The first time, bar not being late game. So I was, quite frankly, stunned I got this so early in the game.
Yeah.
And that was the accessory I think I talked about in episode 9, where I said there's a better damage accessory than the head. This is it. Like, it's not as effective, but it has no drawbacks.
Yeah, it doesn't cause you to take more stress damage or anything like that.
Well, it's 10%, which is fucking nothing.
Maintain the offensive.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Dismis's head is 20% extra stress and less HP.
Seize this
The legendary
momentum.
bracer is 20% stress and less speed. So this is, quite frankly, a big boon. And I will
Yeah.
probably be using the Crescendo box through the entire game.
Watch your step.
Nah. So I'm actually kind of glad I brought those holy waters, but even though this is their unintended purpose. Yeah, we need to make P a little bit more unique. They're way too basic, you see.
Okay.
Pretty good perk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good perk for someone I'm never gonna attack with.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever used him as an attacking jester, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to demonstrate the finale jester with this new revelation, because I earnestly thought it was only 50%, which made me confused as to why it had such a huge debuff, but now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And now the dark run begins.
Secrets and wonders.
The
can
only
be found
thing
in
that
the
could
most
make this
tenebrous
better
corners
is if
of
you
this
ran into a
place.
shambler. Bullshit!
Yeah.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
And the interesting thing about
Confidence surges
This run-
as the enemy crumbles.
it shows just how powerful a dark run could be, because I get a
Remind yourself
inordinate
that
amount of
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
crits from this. And yeah, the for the light meter, the 4 different things I change it to are baby mode, very easy mode, child's play, and now the true test.
Good.
I gotta edit those messages in the next time I start modding, because I gotta figure out like I figure for that one, it's like, now you've made a cool mummy, here's your reward.
That'd be good.
I was a little frustrated there because
Nature
the
herself
game wouldn't let me click
Victim
on
to
the
spreading
obstacle.
Corruption, malformed with misintent.
I mean, you could just hold the right arrow or
I mean,
click
yeah,
past it.
but I was like,
Getting a lot of food this run.
I know, it's so bizarre. It's like the game wanted me to run healerless, but why would I do that?
Yeah, who does this game think you are? Someone with balls?
That's silly. Also, this blows, even though I didn't get any downsides to it, because I was fully willing to give up a shovel for that, especially in the dark.
Oh yeah.
You found 5 rubies! Holy shit!
I've never gotten that lucky.
I doubt I would be either, but I feel like I missed something magical, because our Vestal is compulsive, and so is Selnar.
Good.
Everybody must touch everything. Nah.
You do it. Don't you do it.
Nah. So, what do you think my luck is going to be for another one?
None.
Continue the
Why do you say that?
Destroy them all.
Because I don't want you to have luck.
I really like that one.
Oh my god.
Oh, man, I gotta figure out which ones appear more often, because all the ones I did mod are kind of very subtle and don't appear as often. And I'm a little disappointed that I chose the wrong ones. Like, for that one, I made the relaxation one ASMR, and I'm a little sad that it just doesn't appear as a bar on your side of the screen.
Yeah.
Annihilated. Unnerved.
I hate dogs.
I mean, you're not really doing bad at all, stress-wise at least.
It's like, you're just so disappointed, aren't you?
A little bit, you know. I really just want to see you get destroyed.
Maybe one day, but not this day. Like, I can understand why, but it's a little early to be anticipating that, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, the novice dungeons are not
This expedition
difficult
at
in the
least promises
slightest.
success.
Once you
Yeah.
actually know the game, that is.
And even,
But
like, I honestly think once you know the game doesn't get hard until Champion. But here, though, this is a little worrisome. I think this was a fight that had me freaking out a little in the dark. Because I remember what happened to Selnar last time I tried to fight these guys normally, by the way.
yeah, you don't mark targets against the mushrooms.
Well, yeah, I thought it was a good idea until I forgot, oh right, marked targets do more damage. Well, take more damage. That doesn't seem like the best decision. What was I thinking there?
Yeah, they should have done the single heal.
Yeah, I couldn't really think of anything funny for the mushroom golems.
I got nothing.
I might have to set up like an email system or something, that way people can submit their own ideas, but that's going to be a lot of ideas. That's the one thing that worries me. That's a lot of content.
Well,
I'm going to open up a document and one of my guys will be like, okay, here's every line in the game, and then the person that submits it's not funny.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be a kick in the balls for both me and the person who puts in all that effort?
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure something out. I know a couple people that are sick meme lords, so maybe I could get something out of them. Here, though, I've come to realize I have a dude that could stun, so let's mitigate the issues here. Even with a legendary bracer, gestures are just so ineffective.
Well, I mean, it's basically just like an alternative plague grenade, except the initial attack does way more damage.
Yeah, and it's also offset by his bleed is average. The best bleed is on the bounty hunter, but even then, he can only do it from rank 3.
Right. This fight is taking a while.
Yeah, mainly because I'm trying to reduce the damage I'm taking on the Man-at-Arms, because I know what happens, and I'm trying to prevent that again.
These
Selnar's
nightmarish
used to
creatures
getting
can be
smacked
felled.
around.
They can
Yeah.
be beaten.
He's used to taking a beating.
He knew what he signed up for.
Had this not been an LP, and me being extremely cautious, I probably would have taken the time to stun farm and get my light up to at least 50. But by this point I was just like, fuck it.
I mean, you don't need to anyway. You could just pop a camp in the last room and get.
I mean, yeah, I could, but then there wouldn't
Get
be
your
a
light
dark
back.
run.
Well, I mean, you could, I guess, pop a camp and then stuff your torch if you really want to do a pure dark run. But that's entirely up to you.
I mean, in essence, this isn't really a pure dark run to begin with, since I started with light.
Yeah.
It's a lie. People are gonna call me out on that. Like, yeah, it's not a real dark run. Hey, I went in without torches and I foregoed torches. I feel like that's a dark run.
I mean, it's a dark run by Wang standards, and that's okay.
I intend to do a real dark run later on. This is just kind of a...
Glittering
This is
gold,
kind of, you know,
trinkets and baubles,
dark run light.
paid
Oh, I
for in
knew you
blood.
were gonna freaking walk backwards. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I'm mainly doing it for the buffs, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not angry, just disappointed.
It was so close to being pure. You could have been pure, Wang.
gathered close in tenuous firelight, an uneasy companionship.
So for the hag, I'm trying something a little different by way of... I'm trying to see if I could dodge the pot, because I did it once.
I've never seen that happen.
I've done it once, but this was
I've
early
heard tales.
Yeah. I feel like I'm the guy that says my dad works at Nintendo, but here's the thing, it happened once, but it happened during early access development, so I'm earnestly sure it was a bug or something.
Oh good, more food.
Always more food.
Yeah.
Yeah, still this burger on the way back. It's a little cold, but...
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Now,
You require only the strength to follow it.
Chitlin, you told me something back when I was streaming this a little bit about how certain bosses work involving mechanics with the holy water. Care to explain?
I don't remember holy water helping against the hag.
Yes, but do explain, please.
Well, basically, holy water will it'll basically buff up all of your resistances on the character you use it on. So you could effectively shut down a lot of the boss's debuffs by popping holy waters on your crew.
Yeah, so I thought... Oh, here's an interesting thing. She has stun resist 100. I have stun base 110.
So you have a 10% chance to stun.
I beat the odds. I didn't realize that until I was
You didn't
editing.
even have a stun charm.
No.
Huh.
Behold my gimmick. This is her boss fight. She takes any one person, sticks them in a pot for continuous DOT damage. You have to beat up the pot to get them out to where they will just be brought out in the front. Now, here's the thing.
Throws them right back in.
Yeah, if no one is in the pot by her first turn, she will always put someone in the pot. Without fail. Also, pot is apparently a guaranteed hit. Because my Grave Robber has high dodge, 20%. And everybody has high hex resist, roughly in the 90%.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like there should be a way to dodge it, considering there's another boss we're gonna fight probably next time, I think, that you can actually just completely dodge the gimmick on. Provided you have, like, debuff resist, I think it is.
I believe there's 2 bosses, actually. But I think I think the other one might not be hex resistant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the pot is not a hex. I think it's just like a straight accuracy check.
Yeah. And it's got a high hit rate if it could hit someone with 20 dodge. But yeah, the big thing that's gonna hit you here is, if she ever grabs someone in the 3rd or 4th row, it could really mess with your formation.
Oh yeah.
Because they'll be put in the front, and then you have to scramble to get both your front linemen back up front, and then your people in the back. However, she's really intent with cooking my front row. Now, the worst part about it is that,
God.
The worst part about it is that when your people get out of the pot, they don't get a turn. Which means for most of the fight, you're acting with 3 people, and that is where the difficulty lies. 3 of you're only gonna have 3 actions, and 2 of them are gonna be committed to trying to free the 4th one.
Right.
Which is why I consider the hag the hardest one. Not only does she have more actions, you have less.
The wood is still poisoned. The way is still blocked.
Yeah, I'd actually
Less people
agree with
will
that.
be eaten.
But yeah, that was the first tag of 3. Pretty good fight. I'm really glad I got that crescendo box, because, oh man, that's gonna make a huge difference. 2 speed is mental.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think there's only like 3 accessories in the game that affect speed. This is one of them. The other 2 are garbage. Also, take a look at that top message there.
Good.
Everybody's getting unyielding. It's insane.
Are you complaining?
No?